Hello, all in Tech and Ed land. This is Tech Yoda here, coming your way with our very first digital tutorial. Yes, I said Tech Yoda. I know my voice sounds a lot like Mr. Highbore's voice, but that's not my real voice. I'm impersonating him right now. If, talk in this voice I did, understand you would not. Okay, so I try to change my voice so it sounds like Mr. Highbore, so that it's not so weird like my real, Tech Yoda voice. So I'm really working hard at it, and I don't talk like this, not understand much, you would. So that's why I talk this way. So anyway, let's move on here. Today what we want to talk about in this tutorial, it's a fairly short, simple one, is we just want to get into our Google account now, our student Google account rather, and talk a little bit about where Google Slides is located. And the reason why we want to talk about Google Slides is because that's what you're going to use to keep track of your digital notebook for class. All right, now this digital notebook is really important because it is where you will keep track of your learning your learning targets, the I can statements for those, the things that you need to know, the guiding questions, some visuals or visual content you might need to understand that learning target, and the lingos. Remember the lingos are kind of that terminology stuff. So we'll take a look at those a little bit more so you understand them. And that's what this first learning target is all about, is understanding this concept of keeping track of things in a notebook and your learning targets and all that. So let's get started here by simply logging into our account. Now your account login is a little bit different than mine, but it will look similar once we get in here. So mine is right here. You're going to need to put in your username. That's mine. Again, yours, remember, is your student number at student.khps.org. And then for the password, I'll type in your school password. Again, mine's a little bit longer and different than yours, but I'm going to go ahead and type it in here. All right, like so. Hopefully I typed it right. There it goes. And it will take you into your Google Drive account. Now, Google Drive, we're going to talk more about Google Drive later, but if you remember from last year, Google Drive is someplace you could go into where you store everything that you make in your Google Student account, and you get lots of online storage with it, and we'll talk again about those features later. But also part of Google Drive is a suite of productivity software, sometimes called desktop software, and those are located over here on the side. If you were to click New, for example, we would come up with all the different things that you can do in Google Drive. The one we're interested in today is Google Slides. So what we want to do when we click New is we want to find Google Slides here, and just click on that, and that'll get us started with a new Google Slides account. Okay. So once we get into here, what we want to do next is just kind of set up our slideshow, and basically what Google Slides is a slideshow presentation. But we're not really going to use it for the purpose of a presentation. What we're using it for is as a notebook. And I'll kind of explain why that is. And then the reason I like this as a notebook as per se, instead of using Google Docs or something like that, is the ability to kind of drag and drop and set things up where we want to here. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit more later as far as getting things set up for your digital notebook. But right now we just want to pick the theme and kind of get things set up here. So along the side here you have the options of picking a theme for your Google slideshow here, and you can pick any one that you want that's listed here. They kind of changed these up a little bit different than last year. So you kind of click through these and figure out which one you want to use. There's also ability to import themes, and we'll talk more about themes as we get going here. But I like to try to just choose a simple one. So I used to have a background that I used to like, but I don't see it here. So I'm going to try Slate. I'll just try something new today here. We'll go with Slate here. And here's your slideshow now with your theme that you picked and text boxes and things like that. Now the next thing we want to do here, just to make sure that we save this the right way, is that we want to go up here and change the title of this. Okay, again, we're getting set up for our digital notebook for class. However, this would be what you'd want to do anytime you start a new one, is go up there and change that name. So instead of entitled presentation up here, let's just go ahead and type it this way. Now this is how I want you to do this. You want to start by tagging it, the very front end, with your semester and hour. So I'm going to go ahead and tag this as S12, like so. And I'm going to leave it lowercase s, S12. Okay, and then a space, and then your last name. I'm going to go Hybor here. Okay, and then, okay, I'm just going to put at the end of this, I'm just going to go digital, whoops, I'm going to capitalize it though, notebook. Okay, and I'll explain to you later on why I kind of have these kind of prerequisites for how you tag it. But for now, please follow that kind of pattern there, because it will help later on down the line when we need to use it for different things. So your S1, and then so S stands for semester. Your semester you're in this case, this is going to be semester 1. Your hour, in this case, it's for second hour. And then your last name, not mine, but your last name, and then digital notebook. Okay? That's easy enough. Now we're going to stop right there for right now. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get this all done right. See if you followed this okay. If you need to go back and check it over again, you can. But we're going to stop for right now and go ahead and get to this point, and then we'll take a look at building our digital notebook here in a minute. Okay, thanks.